What if I told you that one of the most important companies powering the AI revolution is a name most people barely recognize? A company that quietly lived in the shadows of giants until one day it didn't. This is the extraordinary, it's unlikely story of Broadcom, the little-known chipmaker that climbed through decades of setbacks, bold risks, and relentless reinvention to become one of the world's AI powerhouses. Broadcom's story doesn't start with fanfare. It begins in the background, inside the tiny chips that make our devices communicate, connect, and simply work. While the world obsessed over flashy brands, Broadcom quietly engineered the invisible Bluetooth connections in your headphones, Wi-Fi in your phones, switches in the networks that carry the world's data. But behind this humble curtain was a leader with a vision hawk tan, a CEO who believed that greatness came from focus, not attention. He crafted a strategy built not on chasing crowded markets, but on owning narrow, high-value niches, technologies so essential, so defensible, that they became franchises. And that strategy took shape through one powerful tool: acquisition. The Broadcom we know today was born from Avago Technologies, itself the result of a carve-out from Agilent in 1999. In 2015, Avago acquired the original Broadcom, merging engineering cultures and capabilities. It was a bold move, one that set the foundation for something far bigger than anyone realized. By 2018, Broadcom was ready to leap again. And this time, it aimed higher: $121 billion takeover of Qualcomm, one of the biggest attempted acquisitions in tech history. It was audacious, it was world-shaking, and ultimately, it was blocked. The U.S. administration stopped the deal on national security grounds, fearing foreign influence over critical chip technology. And just like that, Broadcom's dream of becoming a dominant mobile semiconductor giant collapsed. It was more than a failed deal. It was a public setback, a global headline, a moment where most companies would retreat, lick their wounds, and slow down. But Broadcom did the opposite. Sometimes, failure pushes you exactly where you were meant to go. After losing Qualcomm, Broadcom pivoted sharply and fearlessly into enterprise software. They bought CA Technologies in 2018 for $18.9 billion. They bought Symantec's enterprise cybersecurity unit in 2019 for $10.7 billion. To the outside world, these moves seemed confusing. Why was a chipmaker buying software companies? But Hock Tan was building something deeper. A diversified engine of recurring revenue, a hybrid model blending semiconductors with mission-critical enterprise software. It was a long game, a patient game, a game only a few understood. Then came 2024, the year that changed everything. While longtime rival Intel struggled, Broadcom soared. Its stock price didn't just rise, it doubled up 111%, reaching an astonishing $1.1 trillion market cap. Only one company in the U.S. semiconductor world was bigger: NVIDIA. Because Broadcom had quietly built exactly what the AI era needed. 1. Networking chips for AI data centers. When thousands of GPUs train enormous AI models, they need to talk to each other fast. Broadcom provides the specialized switches, bridges, and interconnects that make this possible. 2. Custom XPU chips. Not every AI task needs a powerful GPU. Sometimes companies need cheaper, simpler accelerators. Broadcom builds them: custom XPUs used by Google, Meta, Microsoft, and Oracle. Broadcom wasn't chasing the AI wave, it was carrying it. In November 2023, Broadcom completed one of the largest software acquisitions in history: VMware, for $69 billion. This wasn't just about size. It was about strategy. Strengthening multi-cloud infrastructure, deepening roots in enterprise IT, transforming VMware's model into predictable annual subscription revenue. Broadcom now stood at the intersection of hardware, software, cloud, and AI, a position few companies in history had achieved. Today, Broadcom's fingerprints are everywhere. Wireless chips inside iPhones and iPads, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi technologies used around the world, network switches that keep the internet flowing, AI interconnects powering next-generation data centers. This isn't just a company, it's an unseen backbone of the digital world. Broadcom's story isn't only about chips or acquisitions. It's about vision, resilience, the courage to rebuild when your biggest dream collapses. strength to stay focused when no one is watching, the patience to grow quietly until the world suddenly realizes you've become unstoppable. So let me ask you again. What if the company no one talked about was destined to become one of the most important companies of the AI century? That company is Broadcom.